Guys, this is our last game without Shamar Stewart. Because I recorded this 2 days ago, and he signed yesterday. So, this is our last game without Shamar Stewart. We still don't have Trey Hendrickson. But I'm going to tell you right now, going into this game will... It was an interesting one, okay? It was a very interesting game. At times made no sense. At times made perfect sense. Joe Burrow running and not sliding either. Really just taking the hit right there, getting 20 yards. First down and 10 for Joe Burrow. Play action pass, looking, throws it away. Chase Brown was open on the play. Second down and 10 here. Pass play. Across the middle is caught by T. Higgins. Third down and 2 here at the 48-yard line. Empty base set for Joe Burrow. Throw, pass, incomplete. So they will go for it here on 4th and 2. And they will go ahead and get the first down and some for Jamar Chase on the play. Run play here up the middle by Chase Brown. And that's going to be a first down and some for the Cincinnati Bengals. As they're going to go ahead and throw the ball here to the left-hand side. Caught by Mike Gesicki. And that's another first down Bengals. First down and 10 for Joe Burrow. Pass play underneath, caught by T. Higgins. It's going to bring up a 7-yard completion. Play action here. Joe, 360 no-scope, touchdown to T. Higgins. So, nice little 360 no-scope right there for our boy Joe Burrow, as it's going to give the Bengals a 7-0 lead. Justin Fields, brand new quarterback for the New York Jets. Let's see what he can do in this game. Second down and 4. Here's a motion in the ocean for number 10. It's going to be a pass play to the left-hand side, and that's going to be another first down. Well, first down for the Jets today. And so far, I will say, the Jets offense, based on doing some, scoping them out a little bit, okay? Their offense is really good. They have a top 5 offense. Defensively, they're kind of mid, but offensively, they're actually considered really good. Thanks for helping me out, Jets. Anyway, first down 10 here, play action pass for Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and he is sacked back at the 5-yard line. Injury on the play for the New York Jets, and they're going to be losing one of their top pass rushers for the game in Johnson the second. So, second and 20 here, play action pass, looking, Joe under pressure, throws down the field, and it's incomplete, intended for Jamar Chase. Absolute rocket throw right there. Third down and 20 here, again down the field, and this time Jamar Chase with the reception on the play. Humongous play right there by Jamar Chase. First down and 10, check down pass across the middle by Yoshi is caught for a first down and some. First down and 10 now at the 39-yard line of the New York Jets. Under pressure, throws across the middle, caught by Mike Gesicki. Next play later, second down and 6 now at the 35-yard line. Run play up the middle, and Chase Brown somehow almost gets a first down on the play. Not sure how that ended up happening, ended up running through 3 people there. But he does get stopped on 4th and 1, and Jamar Chase is hurt. Jamar Chase will be leaving this game, and he will not be returning this game. So they go for it on 4th and 1. They pick up the first down, but now losing Jamar Chase for the game means Chuck Sizzle will be the immediate benefactor of him and Jermaine Burton for the rest of this game. So, still got T. Higgins, still got Yoshi, but you're going to get intercepted right there, which is not what you want to see. And a lot of that is going to be the timing with some of these players. You don't have as much timing down with a Chuck Sizzle or a Jermaine Burton. We have seen that so far this year, how timing has definitely impacted some of Joe's throws. But second down and 10 here is going to be a pass play for Justin Fields and wide left on that sideline. Third down and 10 now for Fields, and he does complete it across the middle. This one is into Bengals territory. First down and 10 now. We got some motion in the ocean, so we're starting to see why this is a top 5 offense, okay? I think very clearly the Jets definitely got some firepower on the offensive side. Not as much on the defensive side, but, I can't say that. We've only gotten 7 points in this game so far. But 2nd and 5 here. Play action pass, looking, throws. Check down pass is going to be completion for nothing. 3rd down and 5 here for Justin Fields. Under pressure, and Joseph Asai throws him backwards. They will settle for a field goal here at the end of the first quarter, but it's not even close. Absolutely wide right, completely, not even close on the kick. So definitely one of those mistakes you don't want to make in this type of game, as the Bengals so far being 6-1 for a reason. 2nd and 10 here. It's a pass play for Joe Burrow. Pass across the middle, caught, and that one is a 3rd and inches on the play. Caught right there by Chuck Sizzle. Pass play here, looking, throws, and it is caught, and he runs out of bounds. So we have to punt the ball. See, stuff like that really ticks me off. Now, his body was moving weird, like he couldn't have cut up field, but man, you got to be smarter than that on that type of play, and Chase Brown would have been, so kind of ticks me off on that concept. But 1st down 10, gain of 6 on the play. Now brings up 2nd and 4. Pass play here, looking, Justin Fields checks it down, and it's a drop pass to the left-hand side right there. 3rd down and 4. Pass play here, looking, throws, and it's incomplete. Great coverage by Moma Jagmita, as it's going to be a 1st down and 10 now for the Bengals, as they are going to be gaining a gain of 2 on the run play. 2nd down and 8 here, all day to throw the ball. I will say one thing, offensive line-wise, has looked really, really good. 3rd down and 2 here. It's going to go ahead and be a run play yet again. Chase Brown swallowed up in the backfield. So only 7 points scored so far in this ball game. And this is why, again, this type of game is really, really weird, because it kind of does explode at one point, but in not the way you think it will. 2nd and 4 here. It's going to be a play action pass. Justin Fields all day to throw it. We really need Trey. So again, keep in mind, we do get Shamar Stewart back next week, but we need Trey Hendrickson. Because Trey so far, like in this type of game, Trey would have disrupted this game getting into the backfield. Fields has way too much time to throw this ball. He literally could sit back there, start a whole entire 401k company, maybe do some money laundering, and end up, on Forbes Top 100. Like, that's how much time this man has in the backfield every single play. 1st down 10 here, pass play. It's going to be under pressure, throws, and it is intercepted. So, it almost thought for a second that we were going to see some points from the Jets, but Cam Taylor-Britt takes the ball away from Justin Fields. As he's under pressure, throws the ball, and just makes a crucial mistake on the play. And Joseph Asai applying the pressure, and great play by Cam Taylor-Britt on the play. And just like that, it is Bengals football yet again in their own end zone here. As Chase Brown with the moves, though. Chase Brown, I mean, come on, man. He got the moves going on, but still, almost at halftime here in a 7-0 ball game. Cincinnati trying to do something here, but so far has not been able to really do much, as Chuck Sizzle catches another 1st down. Chuck Sizzle getting involved in this game is kind of interesting. Not something I expected. That was not on my bingo card for this year. Chase Brown up the middle, and he's going to muscle hamster his way all the way to a 3rd and 1, where Joe Burrow now empty base set. Yoshi in the backfield, so instead of Chase, because he's out, is now going to be Yoshi, and T. Higgins is gone. Touchdown, T. Higgins. 14-zip. Bengals lead almost at halftime here. Justin Fields trying to put up some points, and I got to say, it's a funny thing about this first half for Justin Fields. He put up some insane numbers this first half, but there's just no points. And then they did miss a field goal, obviously, and the interceptions. But it's just a weird factor. Like, you could put up so many yards, so many everything, but then just, not put up points, you lose the game. And that's pretty much how that all works. 3rd and 18 here. Justin Fields looks, throws, checks it down, and that's going to bring up 4th and 11. Bengals get the ball back with 2 minutes to go before halftime. Currently up 14-zip. as Joe Burrow is going to take a sack right there, and it looks like Zach Taylor is going to kind of just let this clock run. He's just going to let this clock run and try to go to halftime, but not before Mike Gesicki changes the game, but they do not call a timeout. So they have 2 timeouts left, and they're not utilizing any of their timeouts. So they did run like 30 seconds off the clock right there. So let's see if they're... Okay, that was probably actually really smart not to call a timeout now. Maybe Zach Taylor knows something I don't know, because now the Jets are going to get the ball back. But why am I showing you a punt play? I never show you punt or kickoffs. Well, there's a reason why. Because he put the hanger on this ball. So pretty much he put a backspin on the ball, and it backspun into the kick returner. So that's a muffed punt. So the ball backspun into the punt returner guy, hitting him in the back. He doesn't know what the heck's going on. Obviously he's not going for the football, but it backspun into it. So the punter messed up there. The punter did great. Ryan Renfro did great there. He backspun it to the 2, and then it was supposed to drop at the 5, but it hit the punt returner. So great play right there by Ryan Renfro. In a way, that touchdown right there is a Ryan Renfro touchdown, because he did the best punt of the year, dropping that and backspinning it into the guy. So something we don't usually see in the NFL, because punt returners are very smart. Whenever the ball is kind of like hitting the ground, they know exactly where to be. But hey, it's always possible that could happen. Not paying attention to where the ball is, and the ball backspins and hits you. Anyway, Patriots lead the Brownies 17-10. Currently on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, as it's second quarter, 19 seconds left. Next game we have here is Dolphins versus Falcons. And Dolphins are down 21-0 to the 1-5 Falcons. So, yeah, not what you want to do if you're the Dolphins here, who are currently 4-3. Ravens are currently losing to the Bears 9-7. That's an interesting score. Not what I expected. All right, so Bengals lead 21-0 because of that mutt punt before halftime. Let's see what the Jets can do in the second half, and if they can make this a ball game in any capacity. First down and 10. After that pass, next play later, another first down and 10. Now in the Bengals territory. Pass play here for Justin Fields down the field. He completes it down to around the 18-yard line. Next play later, play action pass. Fields looks, throws into the 5-yard line for Garrett Wilson. Run play at the middle, and that's touchdown Jets. Just like that, Jets score a touchdown, and now it's 21-7. So that's what you call halftime adjustments. It's a really cool factor you can always utilize in football, and sometimes it works out very, very well, is when you do halftime adjustments. Second down and 8 here for Joe Burrow, and just a mistimed routes on the play right there. 2 guys ran into each other. Third down and 8 here. Pass play, looks, throws, caught. Sure hands of Mike Gesicki. First down and 10 now for Joe Burrow in shotgun. Play action pass, looking, throws. Caught wide open. T. Higgins, who so far is having himself a fantastic freaking game. First down and 10 now into Jets territory, the 35-yard line. Joe Burrow looking, throws, and it is incomplete. Intended for T. Higgins deep. Matthew Judon was covering T. Higgins on that play. Not something you normally say out loud. A linebacker covering a wide receiver. Going to be a penalty on the play. This penalty is going to be a false offsides, actually. So Joe Burrow looked upset, but it's actually offsides on the defense. Brings up third down and 7 here for the Bengals. Pass play looking and just offline with the receiver. Not sure what happened there, but they will have to settle for a field goal. So coming out of halftime, Jets scores 7, Cincy scores 3. Interesting. First down and 10 here. Pass play across the middle was caught. That's a gain of 6 on the play. Second down and 4 here for Justin Fields. Looking, throws, and wide open Garrett Wilson. First down and 10 now. The 35-yard line. Pass play here for Justin Fields. And another completion brings up another first down. Justin Fields actually having himself a pretty good day today, as they're going to do another play action pass. Pass to the left-hand side is caught. And that's down to around the 4-3 yard line. Next play later, it's a run play at the middle, which is going to be sandwiched by Logan Wilson. 2nd and goal now. It's going to go ahead and be another run play. This one again destroyed by Demetrius Knight Jr. actually. Justin Fields under pressure, and it's intercepted. Intercepted right there. And that will completely kill the whole drive. Jordan Battle with the interception, and that will make the score still 24-7 Cincy. Run play right here by Chase Brown on the left-hand side. He is swallowed up right away. The Jets defense actually is pretty good. I don't know why I trashed the Jets defense earlier. I regret my decision to do that. 1st down and 10, some motion in the ocean for Mike Gesicki, and that's a pick 6. That's a pick 6. Yep. Very, very good play right there. It was a simple curl flat route by Mike Gesicki. Well, not curl flat. It was actually like a break the inside route. Mike just didn't run it exactly the way it needed to be, and the cornerback read the play very well. 24-14. After getting that interception, that will be... After the Bengals got an interception, they throw a pick 6. 2nd down and 3 here after that awful pick 6. It's going to be a run play up the middle here, and that's going to be another 1st down for Chase Brown. 14 rushes, 52 yards today, having himself a pretty good day, and adding more on top of that as he gains 8 yards right there. Play action pass for Joe Burrow. Looking, throws, and it's incomplete, intended for Chuck Sizzle. Sauce Gardner on the play, covering. 3rd down and 2 here, run play up the middle, and that's going to be Chase Brown again. Humongous run for Chase Brown. Almost at 100 rushing yards today, so having himself a day as well. And across the middle there is Mike Gesicki down to 1st and goal now. And it's going to go ahead and be Chase Brown in the backfield. Play action pass, looking. Joe tries to run it in himself, but he's going to get swallowed up. 2nd and goal here for the Bengals, up by 10 currently. Run play up the middle, and Chase Brown goes absolutely nowhere. 3rd and goal now for the Bengals. Run play, right-hand side, bust out, and that's a touchdown, Chase Brown. Just like that now, score back to 21-point ball game as it is 31-14, but the Jets are not done yet. Going to go ahead and hand it off here to number 31. Broke a couple tackles, actually got a gain of 4 in the play. 2nd down and 6 here, pass play, looking, throws, caught. 1st down, Garrett Wilson. 1st down 10, Justin Fields under pressure, looking, under pressure, throws, and it is probably should have been intercepted 17 ways to Sunday, but got caught anyway. I don't know how that got caught right there. Nonetheless, another broken tackle there. Takes us to in the 4th quarter. Jets down by 21, but moving the ball with ease versus Bengals defense. 1st down 10 now at the 25-yard line. Justin Fields under pressure looks, and it's incomplete as Dax Hill was in coverage on the play. 2nd down and 10, another completion across the middle will go ahead and bring up 1st down and 10 for the Jets at the 14-yard line. Next play later, handoff here. Maybe almost a broken tackle, gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 at the 11-yard line. Toss play to the left-hand side is going to go ahead and be a 1-yard run, nothing special. 3rd down and 6 for the Jets. Garrett Wilson was open the whole entire play, but touchdown, New York Jets, as this will now be a 10-point ball game in Cincy. Pass play across the middle, caught by T. Higgins. Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2 here. It's a pass play across the middle, and again, another catch. This one by Yoshi. 1st down Bengals into Jets territory. Joe Burrow looking, almost takes a sack, throws the ball away on the play. 2nd down and 10. Sauce Gardner in coverage on the play. And with it being only a 10-point game, this Jets defense is very much fired up because there's always a chance. You never know. 3rd down and 2, T. Higgins. Well, there was a chance until you realize that we have T. Higgins. 1st down and 10 now at the 20-yard line for the Jets. Pass play here is in and out of the hands of Chuck Sizzle, as that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Bengals. Now with 10 minutes to go in this ball game, Joe Burrow breaks a tackle there, gains 7 on the run. Next play later, pass play here for Joe. Throws, and it's caught. 1st and goal, T. Higgins. 1st and goal now for T. Higgins. Some motion the ocean in the backfield here for Chuck Sizzle. Pass play is at the feet of Chuck Sizzle as it was not able to be completed. 2nd and goal here for Joe. Pass play to the right-hand side, caught. And that's Yoshi down to around the 4-yard line, marking down at the 2. Run play by Chase Brown, and he fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by the Jets. Recovered by the Jets on the fumble there, as Chase Brown got everlastingly blasted on that play. And now it's Jets football. Down by 10. There's still a chance. They got 3 timeouts and 8 minutes to go. But for some reason, the Jets decide that they want to run the ball to start off this drive. Now, I get it. You have plenty of time, but you also have to stop the Bengals again if you get a touchdown here. So, very questionable decisions by the Jets, but let's be honest, no one has ever thought the Jets make good decisions. 1st down and 10 here, pass to the left-hand side is caught. 1st down, Garrett Wilson. Pretty sure he did not get a foot in bound right there. Anyway, run play up the middle, and this Bengals defense is kind of just, I wouldn't say drained, but they feel like they're drained. They feel like it's been a long day, and they just want to get out of this. 2nd and inches with 4 minutes to go. The Jets have already ran like 4 minutes off the clock with this drive, which, again, being down by 10, not something you want to do if you're the Jets here, is run as much time as they're running off the clock. You kind of want to score quickly. 2nd and 2 here. It's going to be a run play up the middle, goes nowhere. 3rd down and 3 for the Jets. Pass play, looking, throws, brings up 4th and inches. They obviously will go for it here. Could have kicked a field goal and made a 1-score game, but they do get a 1st down, 1st and goal here for the Jets. Pass play to the right-hand side is caught, but it's not a 1st down. Now 2nd and goal, and this Bengals defense is going to be ferocious again. Play made by Demetrius Knight Jr. as the guy catches the ball, and Demetrius Knight Jr. is going to hit him so hard that ball comes out. And that will be Bengals football. Demetrius Knight Jr. with a great play right there. Honestly, I didn't think he held the ball long enough, but this is being called a fumble, so Bengals take over at 2:22 to go, and that pretty much will be ball game. So, this is why this game was so weird. You know, you have so many times in this game where a team's about to score a touchdown, and then they turn it over. And I've never in my life seen so many turnovers in the red zone, ever. Where it's like every other play, it's like, hey, they're in the red zone, there's probably a 60% chance they're going to turn the ball over. That was a interesting feat. I'll say it like that. Not what I expected, but 2-minute warning here. And they're going to kneel it down, which I thought was really weird, but I guess at this point, you know, it is what it is. You have a 10-point lead. You know they're going to get the ball back no matter what. You're not going to risk an interception or a turnover. So they do get the ball back. And after the first play being a sack by Joseph Asai, by the way, they have no timeouts left. This is why it's always so scary in situations like this. Now, this was a one-possession game. This would be really scary because of this play right here. So it's going to be a Hail Mary, right? Justin Fields. Actually, wait. No, he's going to throw it away. 6 seconds left, okay? So this is going to be a Hail Mary. 6 seconds left. It's a 10-point ball game. But here's what happens, right? We get the interception. It's pass interference, though. This is why you throw the ball deep at the end of halftime, because you never know. It could be a pass interference call. They now have the ball at the 1-yard line with, you know, no time left. They throw it, and it's intercepted anyway. Jordan Battle gets the interception. So we get the interception, and then it's PI, and then we get the interception. So, but again, you never know in situations like that. That could easily have turned it the opposite way. let's say it was a 7-point ball game and they scored the drive before. You could lose the game because of 6 seconds left and they throw a Hail Mary and it's pass interference. So it's always dangerous. Always dangerous. Guys, next game, we get back Shamar Sort. We don't get back Trey Hendrickson until he signs his contract in real life. So we have to wait on that one. But I'll see you guys in the next one.